Hey, everybody, welcome. Great to have everybody on the Wednesday night DubLI Business Concept Overview. I've got my two BFFs, Coco and Vanessa here. You guys are all muted out, man. What are you doing over there?
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're here.
Woo!
So, hey, listen. For those that don't know, you got invited here tonight because we're basically covering the DubLI Business Concept, and we're going to go over it in detail tonight. But before we do, I just want to introduce you to these two ladies because these people are awesome, man. We started working together, guys. Just a couple of months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you guys are launching kind of, I call it the Us Girls Got to Stick Together plan, right? Where you guys are getting basically you're bringing together a coalition of like-minded people, right, to help bring this company to Southern California and kind of take it to the masses. And you're starting with the ladies and the single moms and the married moms and everybody in between and whatever anybody else that wants to join in. Is that? I mean, am I getting this right? I'm feeling pretty honored to be here actually because I'm neither single nor a mom. But somehow I managed to make it on. So talk to me a little bit. Coco, tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that is, Vanessa and I, we actually met through doing one of these webinars, and her and I, it was the same kind of thing. We just started speaking on the sidebar, and we're like, dude, let's team up, let's do this, and two is better than one, and we just started going after it, and it turned into this like women in power kind of thing. We're like, this is a good idea. We better roll with this. So that's where we're at, and it's great. I mean, the things that are happening between the two of us is just it really is. It's bringing in more like-minded people, just like you said.
That's fantastic. I just think it's great. So Vanessa, tell me, I mean, how are things going so far? I know we had a huge event here last was it last weekend? Was it just last weekend?
Past weekend.
Where does the time go? So tell me a little bit about how things are going for you. I know you guys are blowing up right now. I mean, we talked about it when we were all over at Sherry Sharman's house together, and you had a great team there. So tell me a little bit how things are going for you and what's been happening for you.
First of all, let me just say how you just casually said we were all at Sherry Sharman's house together. Yes, we were all at Sherry Sharman's house together.
That's like, yeah, we were all hanging out with Bigfoot. We were all hanging out with Loch Ness Monster. No big deal. There was unicorns there. It's not a problem.
Whatever. So yeah, basically that's how things are going. Absolutely wonderful. This past weekend was really great. You rocked the compensation plan #1, and the biggest thing that I see here is a team of people that have come together to really focus on helping people build their business. And any questions that were floating around about anything, we've been able to address them, whether it's via training on a webinar, one-on-one, and this weekend's training was incredible, talking about tools to launch your business and exactly how to do it. So yeah, things are going really great right now. We are helping a lot of people in the middle of this awesome pre-launch that we have going on. So we're excited.
Awesome, man. I'm excited too. Well, let's just jump into it, right? Because we got some folks on here that wanted to hear about what we're doing and how we're doing it and why we're doing it and all the rest of it. So I'm going to ask you guys to just chime in from time to time, but I'll tell you how I got started in this thing. It's kind of an interesting story. I've been in the work from home industry on and off for 20 years, serious about it for about the last 10. And I had been with one company for 9.5 years, man. I was rock solid. I was sold out. You ever been sold out, guys? Right? You're just sold out. And that was me. And I got an invitation to go up and take a look at what you're going to see here tonight, and I didn't really want to go. That was the honest truth until that person who was very well trained said to me, Brian, you need to go because I want to introduce you to Sherry Sharman. And my ears kind of did one of these, right? Because Sherry is a legend in our industry. And she is, you know how every company has their millionaire stories, right? Well, Sherry has been that millionaire story for about 4 other companies. And I wanted to meet her, so I had a chance to go up to her house, and I drove up to Carlsbad. I'll never forget, I walked in the front door of this colossal place. This was the house she had before, guys, the house we were at this last weekend. And I walked in, and there's these giant marble pillars in the front. You come through the front doors. It's like a castle. The door's like, right, right? And I come through the front doors, and I was like, whatever you guys are doing, I'm in. Like, if there's a house like this at the end of it, I'm sold. I'm in, right? But I sat there and I listened to what they had to say, and I got to tell you, it was amazing. I walked out of there more excited than I'd been in the last 8 years in the industry because of what I saw. So to dispense with all the background, let's just jump right into it. I'm going to share with you guys my screen, and I'm just going to show you the product, right? Because I can talk to you all day about you know, my story and where I come from, and you know, all home-based business people, I have a story that started out with like I was barefoot, I had to walk uphill in the snow both ways, 2 miles to school. You know what I mean, right? And I found this business, and now I have a yacht. And you know, that's not me. I'm a regular, average, everyday guy. I'm full-time active duty military, so I still have a full-time occupation. This is my part-time endeavor. It's been absolutely miraculous. The last 2.5 years have just been better than I've ever could have imagined. I mean, we had a banner. You had the best financial year of my adult life last year. And I mean, that just, having been in the industry for this long, I mean, that just blew me away that I could do better in something I'd been with for a year than I did in the last company I was with for 9 years, right? So let me just show it to you. Let me show you why I got excited. I'm going to take you to the screen share here, and I'm just going to show my whole screen. Okay, cool. And you guys let me know if you can see this okay. So this is DubLI.com, and this is the company's only product, right? A lot of companies, home-based business companies, have a product or a service that they market, that they sell. You know, they've got anything from vitamins, healthcare, weight loss products. You know, I have a really funny story about thigh cream. Vanessa, remind me to tell you the thigh cream story before we're done here tonight, okay? Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. You know, most companies have a product or service that they market, right? DubLI only has one product. We have one service, actually, and it's this website. It's memberships to this website. And let me show you why this is so remarkable. Because unlike most companies in this industry where we're trying to sell something, convince somebody to buy something, we're trying to, in some way, shape, or form, get people to either buy something they weren't buying or change their buying habits in some way. All DubLI does is give people cash back for shopping online at the places they were going to shop online anyway. Do you get that? See, everybody shops online, don't they? I mean, Christmas time, birthdays, anybody that lives out of town, when it's school supplies time, when it's back to school time, you know, any of those occasions. I know my wife and I, with 2 daughters in soccer, it seems like I buy a new pair of cleats like once a week, right? We buy that stuff online now. We know what size the girls wear. And we can get cash back. And the shopping mall has over 4,000 stores in it. And they're all the ones that you already shop at. I mean, look, just right here. This is just a really small sampling, but you can see here's Target, here's Walmart, here's Nordstrom, there's Restaurant.com, DKNY, Ralph Lauren, Express, ShoeBuy. I mean, on and on and on. And look at the percentages of cash back. 13.8% cash back at ShoeBuy, 7% cash back at Target. I jokingly tell my wife we should have bought stock in Target with as much money as we seem to spend there every single month, right? Walmart, 7%, right? Everybody shops at Walmart, don't they? Yeah, you do. You just don't want anybody to see you at Walmart. Right? Okay? But here's what's really exciting. If you're a member of DubLI.com, all you have to do is go to DubLI.com, go to the mall, pick whatever store you want to go to. Let's say we're going to shop today at Nordstrom. And you click on the link, and what happens is it takes you click on Go to Store, and it actually takes you to Nordstrom's website. So you're not shopping through a warehouse or a drop shipper or anything wacky or crazy like that. You're actually shopping at the Nordstrom website. I mean, this is Nordstrom, right? So whatever deals they're running, whatever specials they've got, you're going to get that. If they're giving free shipping, free returns, you're going to get that. If it's earning triple points, you're going to get that. If you've already got a discount card or a gift card, you can use that. It doesn't matter. You're just shopping through their website how you always would, but when you're all done with your purchase, you're going to get cash back. And that goes for all the 4,000 stores that are in the mall, right? In addition, there's travel. How do we book travel now? We book it through Hotwire, Priceline, Travelocity, Orbitz, Expedia, all these types of places, right? Nobody's got a travel agent anymore, do they? I don't. Well, my wife's my travel agent, but the point is we book it online, right? Well, look at this, 11% cash back at Priceline. Right? Expedia, Hotwire, Best Western Hotels, 9.2% cash back. And you can get cash back for booking your travel through the same places that you were going to book it anyway, because that's where you get the best deals. So whatever great deals you're going to get there, you're still going to get them. You're just going to get cash back when it's all done. And I'll show you what my cash back looks like. This is one account of 3 that my wife and I have. And this one we've earned $808 in cash back since we opened up the account, right? $808 in cash back. Can you believe it? Isn't that amazing? And that money now is just that. It's cash money. You can put it to your bank. You can send it to your PayPal account. You can put it on your DubLI prepaid MasterCard, which is no kidding, it's a credit card. It's a MasterCard that is accepted anywhere MasterCard is accepted, and you can push this money right on to the MasterCard. And now you can even go back into the DubLI Mall and use your MasterCard to get cash back on your cash back. Right? I know that's one of Vanessa's favorites, right? Getting cash back on her cash back. So this is really, really good stuff, guys. And the cash back here is just that. It's cash money. It's not coupons. It's not points. It's your cash given back to you for doing what you were already going to do online anyway. Really, truly amazing. Now, there's 3 flavors of membership. Oh, and this really cool thing is here. You can actually see how much cash back you would normally earn in a year. So let's say that you're like me and you spend about $2,500 or so on travel every year. And we do some shopping, but not too terribly much. I wouldn't say more than maybe $200 a month. So let's say it's $2,500 in shopping over the course of a year, and then certainly with utilities and everything else, I'll just say that's $2,000 a year because I don't have any clue. But this tells me right here that as a free member, I would get $325 in cash back for the year. As a premium, I'd get $611, and as a VIP, I'd get $753 in cash back. And you can see here the memberships, right? Free is just what it sounds like. It's free. VIP is $99 for the whole year. That's only a little over $8 a month. So for the price of 2 cups of coffee now, you're getting $753 a year in cash back on average if you're spending like I do. And then premium, we don't honestly have a lot of people that are very excited about premium because it's $5 a month, which is just about the same as the VIP, but you're actually getting 4% cash back, whereas the VIP, you're getting 6% cash back. So I got really, really, really excited when I saw this because it meant a couple of things for me. What it meant was that, number one, I didn't have to convince anybody to do anything that they weren't already doing. Right? I didn't have to try to sell something, demonstrate something, convince anybody of anything. All I had to do was just say, hey, look, you shop online anyway, right? Why not get cash back? Just single purchases can make your VIP membership worthwhile. I bought this computer right here last year. And by the way, if you know anything about Apple, Apple doesn't discount for anybody, right? I mean, even in the military, I go to the Navy Exchange and we don't get a discount on Apple. But I got almost 8% cash back on this laptop last year, which equated to about $200 in cash back on an Apple MacBook Pro. Nobody gets cash back from Apple, but DubLI does. So that just kind of give you an idea, an example of the benefit to the customers. Very, very powerful stuff. Now, Vanessa, you guys, I mean, I know you got some great stories, and you're a mom, so I know you got expenses that come up every single month. How's the cash back working for you?
You know, the cashback is absolutely wonderful. You're right. Things just pop up. Every time I turn around, there's something new. You know, there's a performance for ballet, or there's a new toy, or there's something. And once again, my DubLI MasterCard. Yeah. So the fun about this card right here is, like you said, I get cash back on my cash back. So I buy something online, I earn cash back, and then I load it to my card, and then I use my card to buy something else. One of my newfound amazing cashback things is the gift card website. Mm-hmm. So sometimes people, ask for specific stores, and we have thousands of stores available online. But occasionally there is some random store that someone likes to shop at, and we may not have it in our mall yet. So what do? We go to giftcertificates.com or giftcards.com. We've got a couple of different options, and we buy gift cards, earn cash back on that purchase, take those gift cards, and use them at those retailers. So that means even if I don't see it in the mall, I can still get cash back. Tons of restaurants, tons of places that I can go to. Any place that I can just about think about, it's either in one of our malls, or I can go get a gift card for the amount that I want to spend and get cash back still. So there is almost nothing in my world, and I actually really like to shop. There's almost nothing in my world that I can't get cash back on, which is amazing to me because these are things, not just random purchases, but necessities that I need. Food, clothing. I had a problem with my water filter, and I had to buy jugs of water. And I said, I really don't want to just go buy jugs of water. So what do? I put them in my cart at Target. I buy them online, and this is the coolest part. with the Target Red Card, I get 5% from Target, plus I get almost 8% cash back, and then I go into the store and just pick it up. I don't get stuck going through the aisles with my kid going, oh, I want this, or what about this? And me going, ooh, but it's on clearance. I don't get all the distractions, so I literally just buy it online, go to the store, pick it up, and get all of this wonderful cash back. So I've got tons of cashback stories, but yeah, cashback on my cashback is the biggest one.
It's awesome. It's funny. My wife gives me a hard time because I'm not a shopper, right? I don't do the whole like. I'm a dude. I do the dude shopping thing, right? Like if a guy wants a pair of jeans, a guy goes into the store, beelines for the jean rack, finds the pair in his size, checks out, and leaves. That's how guys shop, right? Women, like to move around and look at stuff and try stuff on and which pair of jeans. But guys are just like function, man. Just get it done and get out, right? So that's kind of how I am even on the online stuff. But most of the large purchases I make, right? I bought a computer, or I'll buy a lawnmower, or the water heater goes out. Like I'm the guy that pulls the wallet out when it's time to make these big, huge purchases. And I tell you, this cashback thing has been a godsend. Most of that $800, that's the account that I use. The one that my wife uses has a whole lot of like smaller purchases, and mine has just pretty much big, major purchases in it. But either way, it works out fantastic. So most people now don't know that there's a business opportunity attached to this thing.
Wait, before you go there, we have to hear about the thigh cream.
No, that's the thigh cream story.
I need thigh cream.
Okay, I'll tell you. I was excited about this business because, again, like I said, I'm not trying to sell something to somebody that they're not already using, or convince them about something. I sat down with a guy about 10 years ago at a Mexican restaurant. This is a true story. It's a guy that I had piqued on my business. I wanted to talk to him about it. He said, if you'll take a look at my business, I'll look at yours. And I said, okay, great, no problem. So we sat down and we were exchanging stories. And he said, I told him all about my business and everything. He goes, Brian, that's great, but you got no idea what I've got. And I said, okay, what is it? And he pulls out this jar and he goes, bam, and he goes, this is the best cellulite cream ever in the history of cellulite creams. He said, this stuff is it's incredible. It's unbelievable. I use it myself. I used to have all the, and he starts describing like the reasons why somebody would need a cellulite cream, and I'm going like, la. This guy, by the way, was probably in his late 50s to early 60s, and he's telling me all about this cellulite cream, and he's fired up about it. I mean, he is excited about it. And I told him, I said, I can appreciate that you have a product that's probably better than anything else out there, and I believe that it probably was, because network marketing companies make some of the best products in the world. I said, but I'm not going up to anybody, man or woman, and saying, hey, listen, I've been checking you out, and I got something you need. Like, I'm not doing that, right? So anyway, that's one of the reasons why I was excited about DubLI, because we don't have to deal with stuff like that, right? Now, most people don't know that there's a business side to DubLI. In fact, in the network marketing industry, there's about a 2.5 to 1 ratio for customers to distributors. In other words, for every distributor or business builder for a company like Avon, Tupperware, Mary Kay, Amway, MonaV, Vima, Zija, you name it, right? There's 2.5 retail customers or purchasers of the product for every 1 builder or distributor in the business. DubLI's ratio is 400 to 1. There's over 400 retail users of DubLI.com for every builder. And what that means is that 99.75% of the people that have ever heard about DubLI have no idea that there's a business side to this at all. So we're actually really, really fortunate to be hearing about this, and I felt really fortunate to be sitting in Sherry Sharman's living room when we were taking a look at this for the very first time. I'm going to go through the DubLI network side of this with you very quickly, and just know that if there's stuff you want clarification on, you can get back in touch with who invited you here tonight. We'll get you all the answers that you need. But know that if you want to go into business with us, if you want to be part of the ground floor launch of all of North America, the beginning of all of Southern California, we're actually taking our business all over the world. I think my wife and I are in 6 countries now with DubLI. It's growing faster than we ever could have imagined. If you want to participate on the business side, just know that when you get started with us, you are going to get your own personalized back office. All of the things that you would have to pay somebody to do if you owned a traditional business, DubLI is going to take care of for you. They're going to give you all of your marketing materials. They're going to give you all of the banners, the Facebook tools, all that stuff you'd have to pay like a graphic designer to take care of. DubLI's going to do that for you. And we can make money three ways. We can do it by acquiring customers, by acquiring partners, or by building a network. Now, customer acquisition is really simple. You get started as a DubLI builder or a BA, become your own first VIP customer, and now every time you bring a new customer in, every time you refer DubLI to someone, if they become a VIP, you're going to earn $20 for the customer-to-customer referral bonus, which every customer gets when they refer their friends, okay? And you're going to get 25% of their VIP subscription, which is $100. So that's about $45 for every new VIP customer that you introduce to DubLI. That's $45 up front, and you're getting 25% on the commissionable revenue long term. So every time they make a purchase, every time they travel, every time they shop, every time they get a gift card, anytime they do anything online where they got to pull their credit card out, you're going to be making 25% of the commissionable revenue from that sale. And that's a percentage worked out between DubLI and the vendor. It's different for every store. But I don't care if it's just a few cents. I mean, when you've got hundreds or thousands of people purchasing thousands and thousands of dollars every year online, and you're getting a small piece of each and every one of those sales, that is powerful stuff. Talk to the guy who invented the ATM machines, who makes a penny and a half every time somebody swipes their card in an ATM. He'll tell you about how powerful that concept is, right? Then there's the partner program. That's actually allowing corporations or nonprofits to white label the DubLI.com portal, to make it their own, right? To put their own logo on it, market it as their own, give it their own name. But yet every one of those customers that comes in now is going to be profitable to you and also to, for example, a nonprofit organization. I mean, imagine the Girl Scouts of America, right? Instead of selling me 17 boxes of Thin Mints every year, which by the way, Thin Mints come in boxes that have 2 servings in them, right? Each sleeve is a serving of Thin Mints, right? But instead of selling me, right, 11 boxes of Thin Mints every year, what if the Girl Scouts were selling the Girl Scout Shopping Network memberships for $99 that gave people cash back, and we're earning people $500 or $800 or $1,000 or $1,500 a year in cash back? How many customers could the Girl Scouts of America bring in over time? Well, if the Girl Scouts was indeed one of your partners, they would be getting a 30% override on all of those customers, and you'd get a 10%. 10% of every subscription, 10% of the commissionable revenue on every purchase, every bit of travel from all of the customers that the Girl Scouts of America could bring in. I mean, this is incredibly powerful. So that's the partner program. And then lastly is network development. And that simply means introducing this to people that you know, right? Letting other people know about the DubLI network side of DubLI. And you can build it all over the world. You can take this anywhere you want to go. We're in 7 countries, my wife and I now. DubLI actually does business in every country in the world. So there's no limitation on how far you can take this, how big you want to build it. Right now, Jerry Yerke, our Chief Network Officer, is on a Asian tour. And I just spoke to him 3 days ago. He was in Hong Kong. Yesterday I spoke to him when he was in China, and this afternoon he told me he was on an airplane on his way to Bangkok. So, I mean, we're going all over the world and growing like gangbusters, and we're really excited about that. The way that we get paid is really simple. We get paid from DubLI.com customers, and we get paid from building a network or building a team of individuals that are helping to promote DubLI. And you're going to make 25% on your own customers, whether you have 1 or 1,000, whether you're a team member or a senior vice president. And you're going to make between 5 and 27.5% on the customers that are acquired by your team or your network. So visually, graphically, you can see it here. You're going to make 25% on your own customers, and then you're going to begin building out a team. And as that team grows and they acquire customers, you'll make between 5 and 27.5% on those customers. Okay. Now, how that's determined, whether you make 5, 10, 15, or 20, is by what position you hold in the company. Rank advancement is very easy. We just build in teams of 3. And if you want more clarification on that, we can give that to you. In addition, there's even more money on the table. The company is actually going to pay you up front in bonuses for building and growing your team. It's something called a fast start bonus coupled with a cycle bonus. Every single person that joins your team is going to contribute to releasing these bonuses to you, so you can build a really substantial income up front for building and growing a team that's going to create a long-term residual income on the back end with the customers that are shopping and traveling every day. So at this point, really all you've got to do is figure out where you want to start. Either going to start at team member, which is about $600 for the total package, or you can start at the PPA. And honestly, when I talk to business people, successful networkers, when I talk to entrepreneurs, they almost always start at the PPA level. And the reason why is because for $2,475, you're actually going to get the full $2,500 in value in the form of VIP memberships. So you're going to get 25 national VIP memberships that you can now give away, market, distribute, use as promotions, whatever you want to do. So think about it like you're getting $2,500 worth of product for your $2,475, but they're going to waive your $99 business license fee. They're going to waive your $1,000 partner program certification fee. So you're actually getting $1,100 of bonuses or freebies when you start at the PPA level. In addition, you're going to begin by earning a 10% commission override on your team, whereas if you start a team member, you make 5%. So I'm not a mathematician, but 10 is twice as big as 5. I'll take twice as much money every day of the week and twice on Sunday, right? But whether you start a team member or PPA, doesn't matter. You're still going to make 25% on your own personal customers. And again, you'll make between 5 and 27.5% of the customers brought in by your team. Start at 5% a team member or 10% a PPA. It's completely your decision. And then this last one is the DubLI Island promotion. I got to take this off the screen share to tell the story because this is actually really funny. So I am sitting in Sherry Sharman's living room and I'm listening to this overview presentation, right? And the guy up front of the room, he says, now if you get to vice president in a certain amount of time, the company is going to allow you to choose your lot at their 5-star golf and beach resort in the Cayman Islands, and then when you make senior vice president, they'll build you a house on it and they'll hand you the title. And I went, yeah, right? Come on. I've been in this industry for 20 years, okay? Some companies, when you make the top position, they give you a ring, right? Thing looks like a Super Bowl ring. Pow! You know, this big monster, you know, $20,000 ring. Some companies give you, I have a friend of mine who made a top position in a company. They gave him a Jeep. Right, they gave him an army green, jacked up Jeep with big tires on it, big lights, and it was lettered on the side, free advertising for their company, right? In Mary Kay Cosmetics, they give you a what, ladies? What do you get?
You get a pink car.
You get a pink car, right? If you top Mary Kay. But nobody gives a $4.5 million mansion in the Caymans. As far as I know, that's never been done, right? So I thought this guy just doesn't know what he's talking about. So I was going to get clever. 2 days after I saw this, what you're seeing, I was actually really fortunate to be at a training event where Michael Hansen, the CEO of the company, was there for the first time in the United States. And he was doing a training there, and I was going to be slick, right? So I go up to him and I go, Mr. Hansen, can you tell me about this DubLI Island promotion? And I'm thinking he's going to go, DubLI Island promotion? What are you talking about? And he goes, oh, yeah. And he tells me everything the guy told me the night before. And I thought, no, this is coming from the CEO of the company, right? And I thought, wow, and then I thought, okay, well, maybe they'll offer it because nobody can achieve it, because it's unachievable, right? So you put this big carrot out there, but nobody can ever really get it. Well, in the last 6 months, we've had 13 people in this team alone, 13 people that have qualified to choose their lot in the Cayman Islands by hitting vice president in their first 6 months. So we know it's achievable now, and it's achievable for every person that wants to go after it. And so that's a really nice benefit. Now, look, not everybody's going to earn the house in the Cayman Islands, and we know that. But what an unbelievable incentive for working really, really hard over the next couple of years. I mean, I don't know about you ladies, but I was planning on working that hard over the next couple of years anyway, right? So this gives us a chance now to just do some really, really incredible things. So look, here's what we want to do. We want to wrap up by just saying this. We're looking for people that can make a decision, right? I flew F-18s for the United States Navy for 16 years, and I can tell you that getting shot off the working end of a United States nuclear aircraft carrier is downright terrifying. Okay? But the scariest part about it is just making the decision to go, right? When you're sitting in the catapult and you're wiping out the controls and you're looking at all the instruments and your engines are already in afterburner and you're scanning everything to make sure it's right, you got all this trepidation, all this worry. Is everything in place? Are my flaps in the right spot? Did I check all my armament switches? Is everything where it needs to be? And you don't really have time, right? You don't have all day to figure it out because the guy's sitting there waiting for you. And at some point, you just have to decide and say, okay, I'm ready to go. And you give him a hand salute. He reaches down, hits the button, and you're going off the end of the carrier. The funniest thing happens. When you give him the hand salute, all the worry, all the trepidation, all the hesitancy, it all just goes away. Because now the decision is made. And you know you're going flying whether you like it or not. So at that point, all that's left to do is do what you know how to do, which is fly the airplane. And that's what we want to do here for you guys. We're looking for people that can just get through the hardest part, which is just making a decision, decide to go with us, and then what we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to do everything else as we go. We've got a fully functional website that has all the training materials on it. We've got 2 different systems that you can use for online marketing, digital marketing, Facebook marketing, video marketing. We've got ways to help you to build your team through people that you know, and also through building your team online through people that you've never met. And all of those tools and all those things are available for you. So, ladies, this is your show. I'm going to let you wrap this up and just invite everybody to come on board with us and tell them what they need to do next to get started. Coco, what do you got?
Wow, yeah, that's exactly, I mean, you couldn't have said it better, because that's exactly what I did when I got into it. I saw that number and that price tag, and that nothing about my situation made sense to me. I'm like, there's just no way. But I knew what was happening with this company, and I watched the webinar, and I saw a couple people talking about it, and I knew that this was going to be something huge. And I mean, it took me a couple days, but I found the money. I came in as a PPA. I had no idea of anything. I didn't know any of the payout. I didn't know how any of it worked, but I just went for it and started driving, and money just started showing up, and you learn as you go. And now here we are a few months into it, and Vanessa and I mean, we both laugh at each other because we're very non-techie people. And we've learned internet systems, we've learned marketing systems, I mean, things that we had no clue how to do, but it's so simple to learn and apply, and now that's how we're building our teams. So as we go, we've been learning things that we had no idea how to do, and we're making money doing it, and we're getting better and everything. I mean, people are just jumping in by the truckload because they're seeing how simple this is to duplicate.
Awesome. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Well, you guys are doing a killer job. I mean, you're really tearing it up. I'm so proud of you guys, just leading all of Southern California, jumping up. By the way, Vanessa, are we going to do an event again anytime soon?
Yes, we actually have another event in the workings. I don't have all of the details yet. I am waiting for some information, but as soon as we get it, we will let the team know, but it's going to be huge.
Awesome.
And I have a feeling it's going to be in the Los Angeles area. So,
awesome.
You know,
Good. I love LA. I love LA.
Also, we do, Coco and I have another webinar on Friday at 11:30 a.m. also.
Okay, if you guys give me the information for that, I'll throw it up on the website. We'll make sure that when the event is up, we throw it up on the website. We keep everybody informed. At this stage, guys, I want to thank you so much for including me, letting me be a part of what we're doing here, and I'm privileged and honored to be working with you both. I think you're both just amazing. I can't wait to see your Vice President promotion here this year. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And for those that are watching, just get back in touch with the person who invited you. Let them know you're ready to get started. Let them know it's either going to be a BA or a team member or a PPA, and we'll tell you the next steps and how to get this thing going. So thanks for spending your night with us. Have a great evening. Goodbye.